they're not really the best to enjoy your whiskey.
I don't believe you. Can you prove it, Mike?
Yeah, I think you can. Let's try it.
All right.
Let's try it.
Hi everyone. Coming out later tonight is episode 295 of the Adelaide Show podcast. Our special guest this week is Mike Collings.
Hi.
Hi, Mike.
Hi.
This man here has had more involvement on your social nights out than you can imagine through the world of whiskey. Was it Johnnie Walker, well, the whole stable, red, black, green,
Gold,
blue.
blue.
Why did you choose blue as the colour blue for the Johnnie Blue?
Well, there are two reasons really. One is, Victorian glass was blue, so it protected the whiskey.
Mm-hmm.
And the second is blue's my favourite colour.
See, the science. We go deep into the world of whiskey, but even if you're not the biggest whiskey fan, through Mike's history, we get into the world of consumer thinking and marketing, and with stories that I'm sure you'll be able to relate to in some way, shape or form. But you mentioned the glass,
Yes.
the blue.
Yeah.
I want to talk about glasses.
Yeah.
Because there's a bit of snobbery in the world of, well, not so much snobbery, as I've always been taught that a glass like this, I've got one for you too.
Oh, thank you.
Yep. This tumbler is the classic way to enjoy a whiskey, and I was saying that, wasn't I?
Yeah, and we've all got fantastic collections of these wonderful, heavy cut glass tumblers,
Yeah.
and they're not really the best to enjoy your whiskey.
I don't believe you. Can you prove it, Mike?
Yeah, I think you can. Let's try it.
All right.
Let's try it. So let's take.
What have we got here? This is another Firkin Whisky.
This is a Firkin 10. This is actually it's a Highland and it's lovely and it's
Right.
in a Madeira cask.
Okay, so as you'll hear in the episode, Firkin is one of the new ranges of whiskey that Mike has been crafting. So, and this is Firkin 10. It's a Highland whiskey. What does that mean in one sentence?
Oh, it's above Speyside, so it's in the northern regions of Scotland.
Right, and because of the northern region, it's a little bit lighter in style because of the colder weather, or
No, it's a very full-bodied whiskey. I mean, they usually are, and so the lowland whiskies are lighter, but these are much more, much heavier.
Okay.
But it's very difficult to actually nose this properly.
I never thought about that until just now.
Yeah.
My nose
Yeah.
was like a cowboy trying to muster the beef, the cattle, and they're going away from me. I can't constrain them.
It's a great hand feel.
It's a wonderful hand
you know,
feel.
So you want to try a comparative with a tulip glass.
Yes, we should. Shall I try a little bit of this?
Yeah,
first?
yeah, absolutely.
So this is the Firkin 10.
Firkin 10.
All right. I almost said that with an Irish accent then, which would not be kosher, would it?
No, but this is at 48.9, so maybe you would want to add a touch of water to it.
Let's touch on the water now. Why? A lot of people don't like water in their whiskey.
Yeah.
I've been dragged kicking and screaming. Oh, by the way, this is beautiful. This is like the most brilliant sunset on your palate with reds and oranges and yellows. I'm even getting peachy, citrusy, fruity flavours bursting out of this one. It's amazing.
It's something to do with the Madeira cask and also the original whiskey, so it's a combination of the two working hand in hand. But why would you add a little bit of water to it? I think it loosens it up a bit, so it enables you to enjoy it a little bit more. It brings the nose out for me.
Is that what this is for?
Yeah. So if you just a few drops,
So we need to have a teat pipette, do we, at home?
Well, you can do it with a straw actually.
Right. Okay. Lovely.
But
I'll try this now. Do you know what that was like for me just then?
Yeah,
compared to my first sip?
Go on.
You see a movie on TV on a constrained screen,
Goes widescreen.
and then you go to a cinema and see it on the widescreen.
Yeah.
That just went wider for me.
It will.
I've never noticed that before.
Yeah.
Okay, so two things. And so what I've had here is an impoverished experience in some ways because I've lost the nose. I've got the palate, but not so much on the nose. So now we should compare to the tulip glasses because this is what you're arguing for, isn't it? the tulip is a good way to go.
Yeah, it's much easier to nose the whiskey. Let's try the same whiskey, shall we?
Yeah, the same whiskey.
We'll
so the Firkin 10. This is number 2 trial of the Firkin 10. And again, should we go straight to the water drop, do you think?
Well, try it with and without. So,
Okay.
Here we go.
I love this sort of science. We should do more of this on the Adelaide Show podcast. And don't be surprised if there's a Mike Collings segment in every episode.
Here we go.
All right. So,
Okay, so we've got.
Yep.
Let me just put that down for a second.
please do. So straight away, I'm actually noticing the cut. And by the way, let's just hold that up there so you can see that. Okay. So straight away, I noticed the colour more in this glass, which I lost in the cut glass of
It will do, because you have to put a huge amount more whiskey in it for a start. And the other thing is you can hold it up, and as you can see, it's much easier to give it a swirl,
Yeah.
and see what happens, and then you can nose it easier, much easier.
Oh yes, I'm actually that cowboy thing. I've now corralled the
Yep.
flavours, and there was nowhere for them to go other than up my nose.
Yeah, and then you can take.
All right, you come in. I don't want to lose you off the screen.
All right. Then
Right.
take a bit of water with it,
So there's about 4 or 5 drops there.
and do exactly the same thing.
Right. Now the drops haven't changed the nose too much for me.
No,
Better see them apart.
but then it just brings it out totally, and that's what these types of glasses will do. It's a bit like can you imagine taking a wine and putting a wine in a tumbler
No.
and then putting it in a wine glass,
Right.
and you see the difference.
The only time I have wine in a tumbler is when I'm at the Adelaide Festival Centre watching theatre, and the only way you can take the wine in with you is a nice plastic tumbler.
Oh, what a shame!
Yes, I know.
Plastic meets anything is a horrible experience.
Right. All right. Well, this is it. This is a taste, literally, of episode 295 of the Adelaide Show podcast. We cover a lot, including why this man and his wife, who had the world at their feet, chose Adelaide to live. There's a whole lot to enjoy. So cheers.
And here's to Adelaide.
Here's to Adelaide, and here's to the Adelaide Show, and here's to whiskey. Oh, and there's more where this came from, and all the links are in the show notes. Enjoy.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Adelaide.